In this video, I want to focus more about Google hacking, or how to collect information about Google. Google will not just allow you to collect information. We saw in the previous video in this section that you can get more and more information about people, emails, about contact information, about other information. But it's a very, very handy tools when it comes to collecting and reconnaissance phase. So we can use some keywords while we are searching, like on a previous video we used file type. So I can ask, or I can search for something and look for file type. So I can type, for instance, social security. But if I just write social security like this one, or I can type even SSN, social security number, I can ask him to see for this word inside a file that is XLS, Excel sheet, or XLS. So it will get me some file, Excel files, that you most probably will find some social security number inside. I can search, for instance, ask him to search in a specific place. So for instance, I can ask him in URL. So I'm not searching in the content of the page, but in URL, I want to search for login.php. So now I'm looking for login page. So you can see that he's just getting the result from URL. He do not search in the compound, and then you can go to login page. So if I need to know what is the login page for a specific website, I can type in URL the website and then URL login page, for instance. I can keep doing that. And actually, the guy who invented that, he was not the one who invented, but the guy who introduced that and become very popular. His name is Johnny Long. And there is a specific book about that. It's called Google Hacking Database. Google Hacking Database. And Google Hacking Database, and there is also Google for Penetration Testing book, and it's a very, very nice book, and you don't even need to download it. I mean, you're gonna find most of the content of this book online. So it's a very, very good book, Google Hacking, and you get to learn a lot from that. But my point in Google is that Google is not just for collecting information. It also allows you to hack to system, because anything that get an IP become reachable from the internet. So if your mobile device has an IP now, I can reach to it from Google just by knowing how to search. If you have a voice over IP call center, I can reach to that and listen to your call. Anything that will take an IP become reachable from almost anything. If you have an IP cams that allow you to watch your home while you are far away, surveillance, since it has an IP, I can utilize that to crack to it. And a good example for that would be, I can search, for instance, for let's see, RDP. RDP is the remote desktop extension RDP. So I'm looking for files that has an extension RDP, and you'll notice that some of this website, when you click on it, it will download, because I'm looking for files that has extension.rdp. Let's take this one, for instance. So it has the configuration of the RDP. And if I open this file, since I have an RDP client on my Windows machine, any Windows 7 or 8 or XP has an RDP client, it will automatically let me in the machine. So if you click here and you click connect, I will stop it. Oh. You're going to see that I logged in automatically to a machine that I should not logged in, and this is because they have a machine and they put the remote desktop setting on a file that is accessible from the internet. And yes, maybe this machine is locked, but I was able to log in, but I can crack the password. There is a lot of tools that we're going to learn later on that, I just get to the machine. Then in a very easy way, I can bypass that and crack to the machine. So Google is very, very effective. And actually, you can keep searching for things like that. And I'm going to share with you a website that have this kind of information, how to search for vulnerabilities and for machines that you can hack. The site is ExploitDB. We're going to use this site later on in vulnerability and exploitation. But if you open this website, exploit.db, you're going to find that there is a section related to Google hacking database. Okay, so if you go there, and you're going to see that this is what, some of the, we call that Google Dork. I can search for that, and I can say, this is the new founding. And if you keep going down, it will show you different techniques that will allow you to search for a specific vulnerability, like a file containing password. So if you go there, and you're going to see that different way for, you just copy and paste that and click and use it in Google. It will get you 5 that have password, or files that have vulnerability files, or vulnerability server, or error message. Very, very important. But be careful, because Google are watching that. So if you keep searching for this kind of vulnerability, it will give you some warning from time to time. But my point is, Google itself, it's a very, very handy, powerful tool. Now, instead of buying the book, there is a document that has been published for you a few years back. I know it's old, but actually it's a very, very interesting document. And if you go with this document, I think it's like 200 pages, and it's not boring at all. It just shows you how to search. You'll be able to get IP surveillance camera, voice over IP, server. It shows you different technique of searching. So it's like going through or allow you to get this kind of skills of searching and get specific result. So it's a very, very nice document. I'm going to share this document with the resources, and you can download it, and you can